starting to think my love language is a foreign language. Possibly. Maybe it's Dutch since I don't like paying for dinner. I'm losing some points here, I think.
That's definitely it.
But you know, the thing is, some guys say they don't want a woman with baggage. I like a woman with baggage because the bar is set low in a good relationship. Be with me, stay with me, because think about this. If your last boyfriend was an unemployed psychopath that lives with his mother, a geek driving up in a Sable looks like a knight on a white horse. And you know, it's tough as a Christian. You can relate as far as dating as a Christian because it's hard to find that strong, significant other that can quote the Bible. I have dated a few women that can paraphrase it, though. She said, "Our first date shall be the last date." I've tried a lot of different things. I did the speed dating thing, and that's really interesting because you have like 10 women, 10 men. You interact with each of them, but only in 6 minutes with each person. And you know, 6 minutes is not enough time to delve into the deep issues of life. I mean, that's 90 seconds for each major sport. There's a new version of the speed dating where you actually spend 6 minutes with each of the women's fathers. That's speed courting. But I've tried it all. I did It's Just Lunch. It's a it's like this service where they put you on lunch dates with women. They call it It's Just Lunch because you cannot afford dinner once you pay the membership. After 3 dates, I changed it to It's Just a Snack. And we're rating them. It's just like you get a hold of cards like the different countries. Yeah, Switzerland liked that joke. Okay, good. But anyway, but then there's the internet dating thing. I've done the whole eHarmony thing, and it's a good test of whether you're prepared for a long-term relationship because they make the questionnaire last longer than most marriages. And they got all these niche Christian dating websites. There's one just for Calvinists. And the irony is, yeah, it's true. And you know, the irony is, once you pay the membership, you're in on your own free will. About that one. When things go well, I send her tulips. I'll let Bobby explain that one. But anyway.
That's it.
Yeah, but I've done all the internet dating stuff. Internet dating is frustrating, though, with all the abbreviations you get, like the XOXO. I get that in email, and I guess that means hugs and kisses, but I'm reading it, and I'm like, XOXO. This woman really likes football. She's trying to draw up a play in this email. I think I'm in love. And I've met some scary people online. I met a woman who had been in a prison chain gang. She did not enjoy long walks. That was a first. Internet dating's frustrating, though. Every time women send me photos, they're glamour shots from 1967. To know what they look like today, I send it to the Missing Persons Bureau to get age progressed. But I gotta be fair, I know there's so much pressure on people to look good, and I blame that saying, why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? Yeah, let's compare people to a half-ton animal with 4 stomachs. This saying is dated for teaching sexual abstinence anyway, because there are so many kids in Phoenix that have never seen a cow. Let's try something new, like, why buy the car if you can steal the rims? So I mentioned my car is a Sable. I've learned something about that you cannot pimp a Sable. I once had flames painted on my car. People thought it was really on fire. My car only has one cool feature now. I got that GPS navigation system. I got it because I have no girlfriend to tell me when I'm lost. You made a wrong turn again. But I got it customized where I feel like I'm in a relationship. Turn right in 0.1 miles. Stop at the church where we met. Open the door. I still need to see other people. That's why why it's called GPS. It's a girlfriend passenger substitute. But yeah, people name their kids Mercedes. I don't get it now that Mercedes makes a minivan. A Mercedes minivan? I thought the point of buying a Mercedes was to look cool, and it's hard to look cool in a minivan. I don't care if it is a Mercedes. Mercedes minivan is like wearing a leather jacket with plaid pants. But I watch anything on ESPN. I like ESPN Deportes, the Spanish version of ESPN, but I don't even speak Spanish. But for me, ESPN in Spanish is still better than Lifetime in English. So burn bridges with every woman in the room now. But another one, this is when I realized I needed to get a life, was when I started watching ESPN Classic. Reruns of old sports. You know, someone asked me, Keith, how can you watch a game where you already know the outcome? And I said, well, you go to Phoenix Suns games. But I really need to watch less sports and start playing more sports and get in even better shape, because my dream is to one day go to the gym and have some woman say, do you work here? My other dream is for this to stop happening. Is that funny? But my other dream is for this to stop happening at Radio Shack. But you know, in America, we like to take care of ourselves, but we're half-hearted about it. If you don't believe me, go to the grocery store where they have Spam Light. Who are the people eating this? Well, let's see, I want to eat healthier, but I still want food from the slaughterhouse floor. Spam Light. Now with 30% less hoof. All right, thanks a lot, folks.
So, how did everybody enjoy this weekend? I want to ask a few of you, if you want to share some highlights for some of you guys. Here, I don't care. I had some good moments.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for coming. Just every moment was awesome, to be honest. And so we all need to make sure we do this again.
I just want to say that this retreat started out as this little summer hot retreat at this dinky hotel, and Karen turned it into this beautiful retreat up here in Prescott for all of us to enjoy, and did all the details. And Anna did an amazing job with the housing and making sure that everybody got where they wanted to be. And without the two of them, this just would not be happening the way that it is. And I second the notion about Pastor Bobby taking his personal time to teach all of us how to go out, and I just pray that each one of our hearts are open and we're equipped now in new ways to deliver Jesus and the gospel into their lives. And let's have fun tonight.
Well, I have a funny story for you. A person in my cabin who shall remain nameless, but a person in my cabin who basically, when he snores, he sounds like a lion gargling water with a sinus infection. And that's pretty much continuous throughout the night. So at 1:27 in the morning last night, or should I say this morning, 1:27 this morning, I decided I can't sleep. I haven't slept a wink yet. I decided to get up and I was going to go somewhere. Well, as soon as I got up, somebody else from my cabin was coming in. At 1:27, I was like, where have you been? And I found out today that he slept in his car for a couple hours, or tried to. So, I went over to the game room and slept on one of the couches. And that's where I'll be tonight, too. Any other, Amy?
Oh, I have earplugs for you tonight.
That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work.
Oh,
Heard the saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. Seriously though, yeah, I realized something coming here this weekend when I was thinking about what to put in the bags for people, and realizing that there's a lot of people I don't really know, and realizing how hard it was to actually write something that was affirming. So that was kind of a gut check, realizing that you don't have unlimited time to affirm everybody, but you do have time now, and you do have time to take the time to develop these relationships and to be able to naturally go deeper with some people. I mean, you can't really be everybody's friend all the time, but you can be a friend some of the time to anybody who needs it. So if there's any encouragement in that, just be sure that when the opportunity arises, don't walk away from that. Let it happen, and you'd be surprised what will come up from that. Just keep your eyes open, and you'd be amazed.
Any stories from the hiking trail, or we got another take right here. Sherry.
Okay, my apologies because I don't like bright lights and I don't feel comfortable with the microphone. However, I used a friend's methods that she had used in the past and shared with me. And I don't come to Compass very often, but there are a lot of people here and I don't know everyone. And I'm very grateful to the entire staff who put this together because it is a rich opportunity to get to know other people. And so part of that was really great segue, David, because what I did this weekend was I sat at a different table and in here and at the meals, and I engaged other people in conversation because unless we sit down and take the few minutes to really ask questions and get to know each other, we're really not going to know each other. And there's a lot of people here, and I didn't get to have that conversation with everyone, but I look forward to those conversations, and I'm grateful for the ones who did and opened up and shared their lives. Thank you.
It is important. Whoever put that nice note in my bag that asked that question, you know who you are? The answer is yes.
So, Kira, when's the wedding?
I just want to say something about Compass in general. I still consider myself a newcomer, and it's just a first class. It's first class, and all of you leaders and all of you that put it on every Wednesday and show up are just doing an incredible job. I brag about Compass to everybody I know, and I just think it's incredible time to meet, and you all do just make it so great. I just want to thank you all that come together and make it happen.
What I want to say is I had no plan of doing this retreat at all. I was done for a while in my heart. I was tired from other stuff. God, in the midst of circumstances, changed my heart. I have never had really good experiences on these kind of trips. And I thought, okay, this is interesting because who, above all people, would be planning something like this? A person who doesn't even like these things. How am I going to do it, So God just gave me a heart for it. I never had planned a retreat in my life. So what I'm saying to you guys is everybody here has a gift. And a lot of us are afraid to step out in faith and serve and do something He's calling each of you to do. And just as an example of this, He's called each of you to do something that is beyond your ability, beyond your comfort level, maybe even beyond your taste. But as you do it, it's unto Him and unto everybody. So bless everybody with what God's given you to do.
If you've never heard the acronym for GRACE, it's God's redemption at Christ's expense.
Yeah.
We're going to go over to the campfire area where we took the picture. We're going to have a campfire. And Peter Ramirez is going to sing Kumbaya. I don't know if we have marshmallows, but we're going to go to the campfire, and you have to check out at 10 a.m. with your key tomorrow.
Hey, dogs. Hey, dog. Hey, doggy.
See you later. Have fun.
Hey, thanks.
You need us to come get you when we're done?
Oh, no. I'm just out and about all night.
All right. One morning, Daddy gets up and he says, hey, we're going to move the family across the street because the soil's better. And so He starts to move the family across the street. He says to Mommy and Baby, Mommy and Baby, you be careful when you cross the street. Look out for cars. He crosses the street and plants himself on the ground. Mommy starts to cross the street, says to Baby, now Baby, you be careful. Look out for cars. Baby crosses the street, plants himself on the ground. Or Mommy crosses the street. Baby starts to cross the street. Run by a car. So the ambulance comes, pulls him to the hospital. So the doctor comes out to the waiting room. He's looking for Mr. and Mrs. Brussels sprout. He goes, Mr. and Mrs. Brussels sprout, right here, doctor. He says, well, I got some good news for you and bad news for you. Good news is your baby's going to live, but he's going to be a vegetable the rest of his life.
And he has to live in Nels for the
A little too much.
I'm not talking about
You don't want Shadrach, They don't want
He doesn't want it.
Okay, we don't want a bonfire. We want a fire.
You got a big, might as well make the fire that big, right?
No, he doesn't want it that big.
Come on, right?
He told me he doesn't want it that
Make
big.
the fire like the way, you know, and
Fire marshal bill.